friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. In today's video, I am going to be trying out for the first time the Laura Geller Double Take Powder Foundation. The full name is actually the Double Take Baked Foundation, and this is going to be a first impressions because I just received this, and then it's also going to be a wear test where I will show you how this wears throughout the day. So for those of you that might happen to be new to my channel, just a little bit about my skin and my issues. I'm 57, so I have all the things that 57-year-olds have on their face. And I also have rosacea, so my cheeks tend to have a baseline redness all the time. I also have very dry skin, and I have been a long-time lover of the Laura Geller Baked Balance-n-Brighten foundation. I have worn this for years, and it's one of my favorites. But I recently saw a video online with Laura Geller with her saying that this Double Take is actually her favorite foundation. And some of you have actually mentioned to me that you really like this, so I decided to give it a try. And I believe that this is supposed to be much more fuller coverage than the Baked Balance-n-Brighten, so we're gonna have to see how I really like that. Now, just some claims about this foundation. It says that our long-wearing baked powder foundation delivers our fullest coverage yet for a breathable, natural matte finish. The blend of special silicones and spherical powders flex throughout the day so it won't settle or crack in fine lines. For buildable medium coverage, apply dry using a kabuki brush or the included puff. For the fullest coverage, apply wet. So I do think that that's interesting about this foundation is that you are able to apply it either wet or dry. Now, this foundation retails for $38 on the Laura Geller website, and I think it's kind of funny saying $38 for this because honestly, every single time I go to the Laura Geller website, there is some kind of sale. I have not paid full price for one of her products in the longest time. So $38 is the regular price, but you can obviously get this for much cheaper with all the sales. Now, the thing is that I've been wanting to try this foundation, and the shades that I was looking at were out of stock for the longest time. So I actually did end up ordering this from QVC because they had some kind of special going where you got the foundation as well as one of the retractable kabuki brushes. I already own this brush and really like it, so I thought it was a good deal because I think it was like $30 that I paid for both of these. If QVC still does have that deal, I will go ahead and link it below because I do think it's a good deal. It was like $30 and some change to get both the brush and the foundation, which I thought was really good. So it was really kind of a tough decision for me on what shade I should order of this Double Take foundation. I do wear fair in the Baked Balance-n-Brighten, but after really looking at the models and the compacts themselves with the Double Take, I decided to go with light. So this is the light in the Double Take, and this is the fair in the Baked Balance-n-Brighten, and I thought it might be interesting for you to see the comparison of these side by side. And it looks like I think I picked a good choice getting light in this one. Now, for the Double Take foundation, it does come with a mirror in the compact as well as this little sponge applicator, and it says that the white is supposed to be for wet application and pink is supposed to be for dry. Now, I was kind of debating whether to apply half wet on one side of my face and then the other dry, but I am going to get my nails done in about an hour, and I'm afraid that if the coverage is really that different, I don't want to walk around looking like a crazy person today. So what I'm thinking I might do is that maybe I will apply it dry with the brush, and then maybe I will go in with the sponge dampened and maybe do like a little bit more underneath my eyes for kind of like a concealer and see how that goes. All right, so I do have all of my morning skincare on. My sunscreen has been sitting for a while, so I think everything is ready to go for applying the makeup. But I am going to start with a primer, and this one is actually kind of new to me recently, and it's the Laura Geller Original Spackle Primer, and I have really been liking this a lot. So I am going to go ahead and apply this all over. All right, so I think that that primer is all set, and I had mentioned to you that I'm going to try it damp underneath my eyes as a type of concealer. I don't tend to wear concealer every day. I don't struggle with a whole lot of darkness. It's not a real big issue, but there are times when I like it just to look a little bit brighter or more concealed under there. All right, so I have dampened the little sponge that comes with it, and it says to use the white side for wet. So that is what I'm going to do. So I will pick up just a little bit of this damp, and then I'm gonna go in and try to just maybe tap it on. All right, so I went really light this first coverage because I wasn't sure how it was gonna come out. I might build it up just slightly more underneath my eyes. All right, so I got just a little bit more. That actually applied really nicely under my eyes. I don't know if you can see. I mean, there is no cakiness. I think it's just the amount of coverage that I want for under my eyes today, so I'm actually very happy with that. Yeah, I really like how this applies wet. This is very neat, and I really like how it looks under my eyes right now. All right, but now what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face with the Kabuki brush. And like I said, I own this already, and this is a great brush because you can make the bristles shorter if you want a little more coverage in areas. And then I love the fact that you can put the top on for when you're traveling. It's a really nice brush, so I'm glad I got another one of these. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We'll start applying here. Maybe I'll do like one side of my face and then we can compare. All right, I've gone with a very light hand, but when I am looking in the viewfinder, I can clearly see the difference of the no makeup side with the makeup side. And I have to say, looking in my magnifying mirror, I am really happy, one, with the shade match. I think the light is a good match for me. And I have to say, this looks so pretty on the skin. But I think I'm gonna build it up just slightly more and we'll go from there. All right, I am happy with the coverage level over here, but let me get closer. I know sometimes it's so hard with the ring light, but this, when I'm looking in the magnifying mirror, it looks very pretty on the skin. And I really like the coverage level because I think you can clearly see it. You can see a visible difference with the makeup side and with the non-makeup side with this. All right, so let me go ahead and I'm going to apply it to the other side of my face. All right, so here is the full face done. And I still don't think I went super heavy with the coverage because I'm not a person that really likes a full coverage, but I do know that the way that this looks right now, it is considerably more coverage than the Baked Balance-n-Brighten. I love this foundation, but it's not a full coverage foundation. They don't sell it to be a full coverage foundation, but this double take I can see does have a lot more coverage, and I still think I went kind of light with it. But I think I'm happy with the amount of coverage that I got, so I think I'm going to stick right here. And what I'm going to do is I will apply the rest of my makeup, and then we'll go ahead and look at it in some different lights and see how it looks outside as well. All right, so I have finished applying all of my makeup, and I just wanted to share with you what I used on top of the foundation. I did go ahead and mist some of this Laura Geller. This is the Spackle Mist Boost Spray Fixator. This is new to me recently, but I have to say I am loving this over the Laura Geller powder foundations or any powder foundation. This just seems to like really make it one with your skin. So I did spritz this on, really liking this product a lot. And then as far as the rest of the makeup that I applied, the bronzer that I used and eyeshadow that I used was from this Laura Geller RSVP palette. I love this. For eyeliner and for tight lining my upper eyes, I have a new love for an eyeliner, and this is the Pat McGrath Labs. I absolutely love this, but I think I want to get this in a chocolate brown. I've got it in black right now, and I think the chocolate brown might just be even a little bit softer look, but this eyeliner is fabulous. It does not smudge, but it is so creamy going on. It's really easy to manipulate, so I'm really liking this. My favorite tubing mascara of the moment right now is the number 7 Stay Perfect. I absolutely love this mascara, so I've got this on. And then on my lips, I'm just wearing the Pixie Lip Mask. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead into some other different lights and see how this looks. All right, so here I am over in the natural light. I might have gone a little heavy with my bronzer today, but we'll have to see. Maybe I'll go ahead and tissue some of that off if I look at this footage and it looks a little too dark. But do you ever do that in the winter where you're just looking for a little color for your skin? And I might have gone a little heavy on the bronzer today, but this is the foundation over here in natural light. It looks pretty good to me right now. I am going to go get my magnifying mirror and bring it over here to the natural light so I can really examine it. All right, so I am outside and it's sunny today. So here is what the foundation looks like out in natural sunlight. I have to say, when I've been examining this since applying it, I am really impressed with how natural it looks and how when I'm looking in the mirror, I don't see a dusty powder finish, because I really don't like that at all. And I have to say, this, for offering more coverage than the Baked Balance-n-Brighten, I so far am really impressed with how this looks on my skin. I have to tell you, I have been sitting here at my desk in my sunroom, so there's a lot of light in here, and I've been examining this makeup with my magnifying mirror, and I have to say, this looks so pretty on the skin and it looks so natural. And I think I probably could have built up the coverage a little bit even more than I did, which I'll play around with. But my first impression so far is that I think this Double Take foundation is absolutely fantastic. Okay friends, I am back here and it has been 10.5 hours that I've been wearing the Double Take foundation from Laura Geller. So let me get a little closer here to show you. I've just been examining my face in the magnifying mirror, and I have to say, I'm really impressed with this foundation. I think some of it has worn off, you know, but really in a way that doesn't look like patchy. And maybe I'm a little bit shinier on my T-zone, but I did not powder at all with this. So overall though, I am super impressed with this foundation, and really thinking this might top the Baked Balance-n-Brighten for me, which I have loved for many years, and kind of kicking myself that I did not try this a little bit earlier. But I think this is a winner. So happy that I finally tried it. I hope you can see the results that I am seeing as well, because I think this one is a really good powder foundation. So I guess that's going to wrap up the video for today. I do hope that this was helpful, friends. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Bye.